of its kind. Why? Because I'm mostly excited because of a lot of development, a lot of things that is happening within our community. And I'm super, super excited because something huge is happening already and something huge is about to happen. And I keep saying it, massive things are always on the way. And of course, I believe that everybody is going to enjoy this particular time. We're in an ember season, and I believe that every one of us here are expecting one great thing or the other to happen. All you needed is always be around for these particular meetings, because you will be able to take advantage of a lot that will be coming your way very, very soon. All right. Now, of course, for so many of us in this particular Zoom session, I know mostly everybody, recently we started to go in a different dimension. And for that, I want each and every one of us here, as far as you are listening to the sound of my voice, to actually appreciate our coach, Boss Gideon. Write his name on the comment section, and appreciate our coach, Boss Gideon. Why? Because I saw someone who actually, who the success of other people, matters to him. In fact, he can even go to the extent of denying himself something in order for others to benefit from it. That is just exactly what I saw in this guy. And that has been the grace we all have enjoyed over time. And I'm telling you that what is about to come, you have never seen it, you have never heard it. So many of us are going to be experiencing some kind of things that you'll be looking at. You'll be wondering if it's a miracle or beyond even miracle. And it's going to happen very, very soon. Now, of course, I believe you are writing that on the comment section, right? I believe you are writing that on the comment section. We are saying thank you, Boss Gideon, for always carrying us along in different directions. You see, day before yesterday or thereabouts, I think about a few days ago now, we have started to learn a different business, and which is about pre-sale. Now, and today, he made a call for this particular pre-sale. And I can assure you that while we are using utrading to trade, this is one thing that made us unique. And this is one thing that has actually set us apart from every other person we have ever seen doing business in crypto market. There is what we call longevity in business. And when longevity happens or goes on in a particular business, it is because of the organization, the organizers of that particular organization. You see, our coach has been very consistent, helping us in the knowledge part of this business, making sure that while we are doing this trading, we're also benefiting from every other aspect of crypto space as well. But look at this thing. You see, trading remains the best trading platform we have ever seen. I'm going to show you my account, so you see what we have achieved. Let's say total within the past 3 months, within this particular one account. Like so many of us know, for somebody like me, I have so many accounts doing this particular business. And I'm going to show you one of that account tonight. But while we are using utrading to trade, making this kind of money that we are making, everything that I have today, I got them all through this particular business, through utrading, through trading crypto financial market. And I'm going to explain to you just a few simple things. But I want to open your eye to something. There are so many of us who are chatting me up, or some of us who chatted me up, and they were asking me, I heard that there was a training on something like that, and I didn't know. Now, these are the set of people who don't attend trainings. You think that these trainings are always the same thing. You think that, oh, what are they going to tell us that they have not told us before? But let me tell you something. In as much as we have new persons joining us on this particular live class, there is something we believe. What makes people millionaires in crypto market or in crypto space is not actually that one information that you are looking for. It is the consistency of getting the information that always come around. Why? Because in this particular space, things happen every day. New things happen every blessed day. And that was why. So, and that was why you see another dimension that started about a few days ago. Now, some of us have not understood what is going to happen. Now, I'm going to explain a few things to us about that. You see, we are talking about pre-sale. Our coach told us some time ago, he turned $20 into $25,000 or $20,000 or thereabout. That happened through pre-sale. If you don't understand. Some of us are talking about launch pad, all this and that. Let me tell you, sometimes how some of us were able to raise capital, it is about some of the things that we did that helped us to make progress even when nobody knew it. But do you know what? When we sat back and look at all these things, we want others as well to take advantage of the same thing. And it is in that particular manner that they have to go to the extent of bringing someone in to be able to educate this community without paying a dime. Do you know what would have happened today? You know, thank God that, in fact, the owners of that particular coin that was sold today under pre-sale found out that it was taken advantage of by those using bots. And of course, our boss, you know, gave us hint about it in our inner groups and also 10K group and other groups. But let me shock you what happened about that coin. You see, if not that it was hijacked by robot, which has been called off because they are going to redo it. And that was exactly what they said. They are going to redo it. But what happened was that we made sure everybody is to position themselves to be able to participate in that. Do you know your $100 today would have amounted to over $5,000 if this pre-sale would have been one of the things that. Why are we doing this? Because we believe that so many of us trading here, you can use $10,000 to trade as a capital. You can use $1,000 to trade as capital. For some of us having small capital. And the beautiful part of this is that it is not about how much you have that you can participate in this. It is about the information. And this particular information was given to us free of charge. That is why I said you have to thank Boss Gideon. I know why I'm saying this thing, because you see, a lot is going to happen. Because what we are doing on daily basis, the research being made in order to get everything better, that people, all our community members may take advantage of the crypto market in different direction. You will not imagine it. And of course, I can assure you, you have access to all this information today is because you are in this particular community where making money is just our normal ritual. And that is exactly what we are here tonight. Now, I'm going to be sharing with us information about what we do here and how this particular robot works. And I'm going to give us a hint about what is coming. Because you see, I see a lot of us somehow, maybe you are using this robot to trade and, you know, you are not doing what you are supposed to do. You are not doing things right the way it's supposed to be. Let me tell you something. If by any means this robot gives as many as possible opportunity to make money and live the life they want for themselves, what about you? But another way is that while you are trading with this particular robot, you can also have what? You can also have access to money. And that is exactly why we are bringing different programs in order to help us scale up. And I'm going to help you understand one or two things tonight. You see, the business we do is called cryptocurrency market. And what do we do in this particular market? We use a robot to trade this particular market and make profit no matter the situations in the market. Are you following me? So we make profit in this particular market regardless of what is going on in this particular market. And that is exactly what I'm going to be showing to us tonight. You see, let me tell you something. No matter the experience you have ever had in crypto space, crypto markets still remains the business that have the capacity to turn an ordinary person into an extraordinary millionaire. I'm not saying this just to saying sake. I'm saying it because I'm a living testimony. And I can tell you that miracle keep happening every day. So how do we take advantage of this market? There are different ways you can take advantage of the crypto market. But one of the most profound way is exactly. Now I'm going to share my screen. Let me just share my screen. Okay. Now, one of the most profound way to make money in this particular space are just these few things that I'm going to be listing for us. Number one is what? Trading. Trading is actually an important way that you can leverage the crypto market and create a life of your choice. Although challenging, but when you figure it out, it has the greatest promise ever. And it is more consistent way than every other way that you can think of. I'm going to explain these things one after the other. Now, that is why there are research on how you can trade the crypto market in a better way. Because the most way that is known is actually learn how to trade, learn how to analyze the market or study the market, and you trade the market by yourself. But I can assure you that when you do it in that manner, I can tell you barely how many persons who don't have experience who can make this kind of money that you're going to be seeing here. Of course, if you look up here, you can see this account has done $110,000. $110,000. $110,000 in 3 months. This is the power of the business we are doing. Over $110,000. And that is exactly what I'm going to be showing to you. Because it's just like when we talk about this particular business, so many of us don't understand our passion. But more importantly is where we came from before we started this particular business. But that is why we keep on in different ways helping everybody to be on the same page at the same time. Now look at this. So now, when you look at the crypto market, you can trade the market, you can trade the crypto market. And that is why a robot like this that have the capacity to trade this particular market came into the space. And all of us rejoiced. Why? Because the normal traditional way of trading is quite difficult for an average man who has no prior training in this particular space. But using a robot made it much more easier. Then we now come to another part of it. In crypto markets, you can do what we call launch pool or launch pad. These are tokens, new coins that are into the market. You can actually do a launch pad on it and you can make some money. Then we have another one called pre-sale, where you have an opportunity, when you have an information, just like what happened today about a particular coin that have the capacity to do amazingly well, you can actually take advantage of the market as well. Are you with me now? So you can actually take advantage of the market as well. So when you look at this particular market, you will certainly understand that the crypto financial market is well equipped with different ways one can generate funds and help himself. So through this particular pre-sale, you can buy a coin that is about to launch. Now, let me show you something. Let me shock you with something. When you finally buy a coin in pre-sale, if you do get a good project, and that is why this particular community still remains the best. Why? Because we deal with sound minds who, by reason, can have access to a coin that have capacity to do amazingly well. And that's why we were so much excited about today. And of course, we will all have another opportunity to participate in this. But do you know what? Because pre-sale and all these things does not happen too often, including Launchpad, the good coins that you can take advantage of does not happen too often, and you may do some research on them. We consistently make money using this particular robot in trading feed of this particular business. Just get the story right, get the information right. We trade this market. Then there are other projects as well you can do to make money, but because they are not always available, we actually make money on a consistent basis using this robot to trade the crypto financial market, which trading has sustained time and seasons. Time and seasons. And that is exactly why we are so much excited. And all I can urge you is this: as far as you can have access to information, you can never ever be broke. You can never ever be poor. It is just that way. The level at which I have achieved today, or what I have today, is as a result of the information I had at a particular time. And I kept sourcing for information even when nobody is ready to show me. I kept sourcing for information. I kept requesting for information. I kept attending trainings. And I can assure you that that made a lot of differences. But do you know, today it can come to you on a platter. Why? Because you saw the other day, you were exposed to another dimension that have the capacity to change your life. And that is exactly what we are talking about. So if you're part of this business, congratulations. And I want you to know that you are a potential billionaire. It is not, you are a potential billionaire. That is how crypto market works. You see, the market today is trading around like $2,000. Tomorrow morning, you may wake up, you see this particular market at $150,000. You will be wondering, you will be shouting, how does it happen? How did it happen? It is just that way. This market has great potentials. The question is, how do you exploit it? If you're on this particular call tonight, I have just one single assignment, and that assignment is exactly to help us understand how well we can use this particular robot to make massive progress in crypto space. If you look at this place, you can see different coins trading within my exchange. And by the special grace of God, the robot made it wonderfully easier that I can be here, use this particular robot, and trade any of this coin, and I will make money, whether the market is shining red or the market is shining green. Now, for some of us who might not understand why some of this particular color here is red and why some of them is green, in trading, there are two ways you make money. The number one way is the spot market. Now, what is a spot market? The spot market is when market is going up, you make money, which means you can buy a coin at a particular price, at a spot price, and when the market goes up, you make money. But there is a second way, which is where the real risk is in trading, but that holds the greatest promise ever. And the number one benefit of this particular aspect is ability to trade in different directions, which is what? Up and down. So the goal is, why are we using this robot? Because the robot helps us to make this particular trading easier. And that is exactly how it is. Because if it is not making it easy, I don't know how I would have traded to. I saw so many traders who are trading and they are damn scared. I don't know how I would have made over $4,000 in a day. When you look at this place, over $3,000 in a day. This place over $3,800, over $2,000, over $5,933, something, over 1,000, over $6,000, over $4,000 in different directions. In different directions. I don't know how I would have made this kind of money without having knowledge about this particular market in the first place. But the robot made it much more easier. So we try to help us understand the simplicity of this robot and how it can help you take advantage of this market. That is exactly the goal here. So now, what do you do? If you have not downloaded the robot, if you don't have the robot is free of charge, meaning that you can download it in your phone without paying a dime. So all you needed to do is to get a link, which in various groups of ours, maybe where you have accessed the link to get this particular, to join this particular training, you will see a link on how to register and download utrading. Downloading and registering is just with your personal information, not money. And once you have registered, you will download the Zoom, the application in your phone. And once you have downloaded your application in your phone, that is why they say that if you want to become a billionaire, all you need is just master exactly what this phone can do. Get the information on how you can use your phone. You can be in your room, you can be in your house and become a billionaire. That is just the beautiful thing about this new era. So once you have downloaded this particular application in your phone, you needed an exchange. You needed an exchange. What is an exchange? An exchange is a place where you can trade crypto market. You can trade crypto coins. And there are so many exchanges in the market space. Now we have decentralized exchange and we have centralized exchange. But mostly the one that is more accessible is centralized exchange. And that is the one that you can use in this particular place. And of course, centralized exchange also was given access, and you can use both centralized exchange and decentralized exchange in this particular robot, with this particular robot. So when you look at this, all you needed is to download an exchange of your choice. An exchange of your choice. Now, this exchange of your choice is an exchange that you can trade this particular crypto from using your robot. So when you come to this place, you can see Bybit. Here you can see SEX API, which is centralized exchange API. And also you can see there is also exchange that you can also use for decentralized exchange as well. But look at this. You can see Binance Exchange, and you can see BitGet Exchange. You can see OKX Exchange. You can see BitSmart Exchange, KuCoin, MEX, Gate.io, HShares Global, Kraken Sports, Kraken Futures, Binance US, Bitfinex, BinkX. You can see different exchanges. So what do you do with these exchanges? You can download the one that works best in your location. Why? Because the business itself is built on a decentralized nature. Why is it decentralized in nature? Because why many people have been duped in the past is simply because they are told that they can put their money in one place, and at the end of the day, an individual may run away with everybody's money, and you will not know where to trace them. It's just, it has happened time without number. One of the things that gave me confidence here is that the money you saw that I made with this robot is simply a record of what the robot has done within a certain period of time. When the robot makes profit, it enters direct to my exchange. That is exactly how it works. Meaning that I can be using Bybit, and you may be using Binance, and someone else might be using BitGet, and all of this exchange, they are all controlled with high security that only you can authorize before money will go away from there. Do you see how beautiful it is? Meaning that the robot has no access to your money. This is in fact, this is one of the things that gave us confidence about this business. No, because this is not a get-rich-quick scheme where everybody gather money for trading and all of a sudden a story will come in. No. All we do is to simply, based on our understanding and what we have done by record, share with you strategies that you yourself can use to take advantage of this particular market. That is exactly what we do here. So once you have downloaded an exchange, all you needed to do is to connect it. When you connect the exchange, you give the exchange through the API only trading permission. I clicked on Bybit. This account is already connected to Bybit already. But as it is right now, if I click on authorization, because if I have not connected it, it will load automatically and connect this particular utrading to Bybit. Then, meaning that I have given by auto initiation an authority to only trade for me in that exchange using the API is made available. The key is made available. But if in case this does not work, you click on normal. So if you click on normal, this will come out this way. And all you need to do is to click on this wallet sign up here. Up, you will see wallet sign. You will see a delete icon. You click on that wallet sign. It will bring out the API tutorial. It will bring out the API tutorial. So when it brings the API tutorial, that gives you opportunity, right, to follow step-by-step guide on how to connect your API with ease. And once you are done, you import it and you are good to go. And it will tell you just API running normally. Very easy and very simple. Now, once you have connected your API, it is now time to trade. Now, let me show you why this is one of the best robots ever. Look at this. If you look at this place, I clicked on market. These are different coins you can trade. These are different coins you can trade. So you can see the prices these particular coins are trading. You can make 4% profit. You can make 10% profit. You can make 20%. You can make 1%. You can make 9%. You can make 12%. You can make any kind of money that you can make in any of these coins. But I'm going to show you how simplified this robot is. Why I loved it so much. Now, if I click on trade, it shows me different robots that I can use to trade this particular market. The number one you can use to take advantage of the crypto market is what? The automated trading. Now, when you come under automated trading, you get AI brain and you get the core brain. Now, what does this thing mean? What it simply means is this, that you can trade this particular market either on spot or on features on autopilot. And look at how simple and easy the setting is. If I click on this particular spot trading plan, it gives me opportunity to decide whether if I want to trade all coins that is trading within Bybit, because my account is linked up with Bybit. Then if I click on next, it means that I've given it permission trade any coin that can give me profit in any of this particular place. Then I'll click on next. And it will bring me to this particular place where it allows me to decide. Now, look at this. This particular bot is telling me that my robots have a capacity to take of TVIP4, which can accommodate 200 bots. All I need is just to have a capital. Now you can trade the core brain with what? With 200, as little as $200 with TVIP1. You can trade it with what? $500. You can trade it with $1,200. You can trade it with $2,500. You can trade it with $5,000, depending on your capital. This is about the core brain aspect. So you see how things have been made easy. Then when you look at this, then you come into this particular place. Now you can see, you can follow stop loss. Now, if you click on follow stop loss, it means that you want the robots to automatically take measures for you. Maybe when anything unforeseen want to happen in the market, the robot can take measures for you on your behalf, even without knowing it. It means that you want to follow some preventions that is necessary in any trading environment, which we call it stop loss. Or you can set up a stop loss by yourself. Then you can come here, you alter the take profit, which you can decide to lower the take profit or you raise the take profit. But of course, you can see the take profit of this is 7% and others. Then you can now, once you are done with these few parameters, you just click on launch. Very easy as ABCD. And do you know the good part of this? There is also a strategy on how to do this better. So once you have launched, let me share with you how it works. What the robot does is that instead of you analyzing these particular coins one after the other, the robot will carefully analyze the market and pick a coin according to the trend in the market. Meaning that if the market is going to go long, the robot will initiate long trade. Because why? You have given the robot a command through the core brain and through the artificial intelligence, the indicators in the market, the robot switches direction according to the signals available. Oh, God of mercy. I just believe that we are on the same page on this. Because, let me tell you something. This is exactly what some of the things we understood. And of course, a lot of us have understood it and they're making money. And when we are sharing testimonies of people, you know that we are not joking here. You see people hitting targets that they never knew they can achieve in life within a short period of time. That is even the beautiful part of it. So with the core brain, you can take advantage of the market. This is not that you don't know how to study the market, you don't know how to analyze the market. You can do that on the spot and you can do that on features. And of course, you can see the profit history of this core brain within the less than 2 months or thereabout is now up to $60,215. That is massive, guys. That is massive, guys. That is massive. And anybody can do core brain. Then another beautiful part of this business is that based on the money in crypto space is not owned by one person. Everybody can make as much money as possible. And it does not block the next person. If we check the current market cap today, the liquidity that came into the market today, it will be running in hundreds of billions of dollars. Are you with me now? Now, and look at this. We looked at it from different angle, and we gave permission for people to copy our trade. So now, how do you copy the trade? You copy our trade by simply meeting the requirements of this particular robot on how to copy a leader's trade. Now, what is our idea in allowing people to copy the trade? Because we use a robot that makes money for us. And when people when we show our results, sometimes people wonder, oh, your profit is big because you are the leader, because you are one of the leader, because you are one of the trainer. Even though most of us here, or most of us, I even started with some of them, or some of them even started before me, but I paid attention. I started taking advantage of some little things that most of us neglected. I've seen some persons who chatted me, they said, oh, I know when you came in, but because I did not believe that this thing can work, and because of that, I did not pay attention. I was not paying attention. I was busy. You gave all the excuses. I said, wow, and now you are not busy anymore. How far? And now they start to catch up, and that is my joy. So you can copy trade. You can copy trade. And I'm going to share with you how you can start the process. Why? Because once you have gotten your SVIP is what gives you the opportunity to copy a trade. And once you have been eligible through your SVIP, all you need to do is to subscribe. Now, look at how flexible subscription in copy trading is. You can subscribe for complete 30 days with just $50. You can subscribe for complete 1 year with just $150. That is how flexible it is. We decide to give people the permission so that why? You cannot say, I don't know how to trade. You don't know how to trade. You can copy trade. Meaning that whatever trade we initiate in our own end, we'll initiate also in your own end. And when we make money, you also make money. That is the beauty of this. And this is another aspect, the business, the robots made it possible and more unique for people to benefit from this particular amazing robot. That's just one of the ways. And of course, I'm super excited to bring this information to you tonight. So now, you can also take advantage of these signals. Like I said, if you have been following, for some of us who are in the business world, right, you will definitely attest that there are, I don't know how many robots that can do all these things and also give free signals at the same time. You see, using this robot, I believe there is no threat of any kind against your fund. The only thing is that we are dealing in a general market. We are dealing in a universal market. So whatever that is happening to the white people is also happening to us. So with knowledge, you will make use of the tools given to you to take advantage of this particular space. It's just that very simple. It's just like some of us today who are for the first time hearing about Jupiter and what amazing thing that you can do there. And of course, you know, the project that would have happened today is in this particular place. I saw how our coach was doing everything possible to make sure that everybody participates in it. In fact, gave general access to all our groups for people to go through it and understand exactly what they're supposed to do. That is giving you signal on a manual level in our own community level. And also the robot we use, which brought all of us together, also have a signal you can take advantage of. These are features in this particular robot that is just amazing. That is just amazing. And all you needed is just to understand how to implement them, and you can take advantage of them. You can do spot signal. You can do long trade signal, meaning that you want to take advantage of long trades, signals on long trade. There are short trade signals, meaning that you want to take advantage of the short trades on signal. And that is the beauty of this whole thing. And anybody can take advantage of it. Then you can also do what we call the manual robots. Now, what is the manual robot? This is where they finish work. On a manual robot, we have up to 10 different robots you can use. Now, you mean one app, multiple ways to take advantage of the crypto market. Well equipped in different dimensions with so much technology that have the capacity to deal with the market in a precise way. That is the exact thing we are trying to help people understand how they can take advantage of this whole thing. Then you can see AI DCA Pro. It's a wonderful robot that has actually helped us to make thousands of dollars. And of course, for some of us who have been following us for some time, you know that this $100,000 made, I use different robots to make the money. And it's exactly what we expose you to. Then you can see the AI DCA Pro on features. You can see Martingale Spot. You can see Martingale features. You can see this AI DCA Spot. You can see AI DCA features. You can see AI Grid on Spot. You can see AI Dual Grid on features. You can see DCA Spot. And you can see DCA features. All these are robots that have the capacity to trade this market and give you profit at will. And the most unique part of this is that you can do it on spot and you can do it on features. But let me shock you. Why we love the futures market so well is very simple. Do you know that anything that has a level of risk, right, also have the greatest promise as well? Are you aware? But in this particular robot, it is made easier. Why? Because there are strategies already from the expert on how to take advantage of this market that you don't need to scratch from the beginning. All you need is to implement what is working already. But look at this. Just a few examples. If I click on this confirm, it brings me to this point where it now allows me to make my directional movement according to this particular setup. So when you come to futures trading, you have an opportunity to trade a long market and also the short market. And this is the difference between other robots and this robot. Why? We have seen countless of robots in the past. All the trade is spot market. Meaning that in a bear market, you don't have much business. Or you don't even have any business at all. But do you understand this? That whenever a market goes up, it will surely come down. And when you looked at this thing, BTC recently touched $126,000. But do you know, the BTC, let's assume now that we are in a bear market, for example. The bear market has not even started already. But if you check the profit margin that I made on short trades, you will be seeing $6,000. You will be seeing $4,000. You will be seeing $3,000. What does that tell you? That whether long or short, you make money in this particular market using this robot. And that is the beauty of this particular robot. You can see the short trade. You can short your trade. You can do auto hedging. What is auto hedging? Auto hedging is that you want this particular robot to trade two direction for you, long and short. Meaning that when market goes long, the robot have the ability to close the market on profit. When the market start to go down, based on the short trade activated, the robot will also take profit on short trade. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Beauty at its highest. You can also do what we call indicator direction. Indicator direction is a situation where you can actually, give the robot command to pick a particular direction for you. Now you are saying, oh, I don't know how to trade this market. I don't even understand where the market is going, whether I should go long or short. Don't bother yourself. All you need is just click on indicator direction. The robot will take advantage of the space, the indicators, and scan the market and place you on a direction that is capable of giving you profit. That is how it works. And once you are done with other parameters, you just click on launch. Now, when you look at this, we also have strategies on them already, on how you can carefully implement these settings, and you are good to go. Under how many minutes? You will start to smile on profit. And that's the beauty of this business. Why? It doesn't matter about your background, your age, wherever you are coming from, you have the opportunity to make money. Then you can also think about the martingale. Now, martingale are features, robots within this particular trading space that have the capacity to deal with the market space as well and give you profit as well. And all of them is also in our inner groups. Now, we have a platform where you can access these particular strategies. If I begin to explain all this robot here, all of us in this particular training will be confused tonight. Because why? Especially those that this is your first time in this training. Right? Why? Because you needed to be guided. You needed to understand how we make this particular calculation to arrive at a particular point. And some of those simple things has already been documented and kept somewhere that you needed just go take it and implement it, and we are good to go. Now, for you to use this robot, for you to start trading, there is what we call activation of your robot. Now, let me show you something. If I click on more, you will see this is store. When you look at the store, this is what we see, activate account. What does it mean to activate an account? There is what this robot is using called UGAS. Now, let me explain to you how it works. The robot itself is free, which means you can have this robot in your phone without paying a dime. But when you want to use the robot to make money for yourself, you need to put a fuel so that you can be able to drive this your car to somewhere and render value. Because this particular robot is just like a car. You put fuel, you move it. And of course, you know, with a car, you can even close a deal of 100 trillion. It's just that way. But without you putting fuel, the fact that car will not move to take you to a place where you close that deal. It's just very simple. I'm just trying to give us, you know, what it looks like about what we call the UGAS. So UGAS is a fuel that helps you to trade this particular market and make money using the robot. Now look at this. When you look at this particular place, you see that there is UGAS of 45 USDT. There's UGAS of 95 USDT. There's UGAS of 540, and there's UGAS of 1,700, and there's UGAS of 2,400, and there's UGAS of 3,750, and there is 7,000 UGAS. Now, these 7,000 UGAS or any other UGAS, we carefully advise that if you want to get your UGAS, don't go for the one of $45. Why? Because it is called a test boat UGAS. Why? Because this particular robot have what we call trading capacity, TVIPs. What is TVIP? TVIP is simply a trading speed or a boat capacity. Why? Because if you use the $95 UGAS, there are level of coins you can trade, and also that also is the level of profit you can make as well. When you get the gas of 540, there is level of coins you can trade, and that also there is a level of money you can make as well. Much more than that particular other UGAS. Now, when you look at this, you will find out once you have gotten a gas of $95, you will be added to a group. We call it private mentorship group. In this private mentorship group, instead of this particular group to be paid, our coach requested and also gave us the opportunity to assess every of his strategy and all the training that you see that if money is to be charged on it, you will pay nothing less than $1,000. He gave it free of charge, free access to this group. All you need is simple. You downloaded the app, you want to use it to trade, and you want to make money using the app. All you needed is fuel your UGAS and reach out to admins, and they will add you up to this particular group. Now, when you get the gas of $95, you will be added to the inner group, where you will also assess strategies on how you can trade and leverage and make money using the capacity of your boat. You get the gas of 540, you will be added to the 10K group. Now, what is a 10K group? It's simply a group that have the capacity. Now, this group, when it was created, was when $10,000 was quite a huge feat to achieve, at least within a short period of time. Let's say within 30 days. When you are starting things new, right? You just be excited on the process, because it is that particular first period that made us to understand that we can do bigger things using this particular robot. And of course, all those records, we have broken them. In fact, we are planning that even that 10K group will be changed to 50K group in a month. Yes. Why? Because it is, imagine doing $10,000 in 3 days or 2 days. I did it. If I show you the record of the profits here, you will just count about just 3 days. 1, 2, 3. The money I made in that 3 days is over $10,000 here. It's over $10,000 already. Are you getting it? So when you get the gas of 540, you'll be added to the 10K group. Now, this 10K group has a lot of advantages as well. And of course, I can assure you. Then if you get the 1,700, you will be added to the 10K group. You will be added to the end traders group. There are so many ways to make money, for goodness sake. I tell you. Now, all you needed is just stick to us, stick to this business. One day like this, eh? Oh my God. Oh my God. In fact, oh, you will not understand. There were crazy moments when we never knew that something like this was going to happen to us. You know, we think we are just hearing the story. They say this person made this money, this person made this money, and all of a sudden, somehow you are asking yourself, will this thing? I faced it the day that it happened to me. Like I experienced this thing called miracle. It was like a magic. And we call it positioning yourself in places that matters. The End Traders group is one of the groups that has changed people's life, that has blessed people. This is this badge too. And I'm going to shock you. I'm going to show you how you can get access to the End Traders group, even with a lesser UGAS, with a lesser price. Instead of 1,700, you will get it at a cheaper rate. I'll show you. And that was when I understood the value of higher TVIPs. You know why? Because when you get information, all you needed is just to act on it. And money is a great motivator. My first account, I made it TVIP 6 by all means. Why? Because of the benefit I saw about these TVIP levels. My second account, TVIP 5. The third account, TVIP 5. And this fourth account, this one that I'm using is fourth one, TVIP 4. And guess what? TVIP or any VIP is not given because you are we are all users of this robot. I can assure you. We are all users of it. So there is no favoritism. It is purely merit. And that is why when you have an understanding, you will position yourself to places where you can gain access to things that change people's life. There are people that I know that used ordinary $10 because of an information that was given in a group where they are. And they made things happen for themselves. You may not understand what I'm saying, but just imagine that you are not in this particular group. Let me shock you. Some of us have not understood what is coming. By the time things start to happen, testimonies we will on this particular Zoom meeting, and people will start to tell their testimonies. You don't understand what is going to happen. What would have happened today is just that's why. Oh God of mercy, I don't know how to explain this thing, but let's keep going because a lot is on the way. A lot is on the way. So once you have gotten your UGAS, be it the 2,400, all you need is a capacity of robot that have the capacity to, if there is 10 groups that they say, okay, if you have a certain TVIP, you will join that part. All you need is position yourself in that group. Why? There are information can come when you least expect them. Why? Because we leverage on information here. That is just it. Hey, oh God of mercy. Today I saw another part of what we are doing. What is coming? That shocked me to the boomer. A guy used just a token. His friend was telling him, do this thing, do this thing. He was doing, I don't want to do this thing. That leave these people, this thing is a scam, it doesn't work, and all these things. And the guy told him, see, when I say do this thing, do it. At least trust me for once. And he just put small money there. Could you imagine? $25,000. The guy, Chris. He said, what? I have money. I would have committed more money. But at the end of the day, this wasn't that small anyway. But I can assure you that miracle happens here. That's why when we are talking about, position yourself in this group, if you're in Take A group, now imagine that someone in Take A group, is also in End Traders group, and is also on Digin Course group, and let's say a group about this pre-sale comes out. Imagine that this information was limited to a few persons. You don't understand why I'm sounding like this, because within a few period of time, you're gonna understand something about this. What gives me the mind, what gives me the ginger is simply what I'm seeing on background. Oh my God. Now, if you want to do a copy trading, all you needed to do is to do what? Subscribe to SVIP. SVIP gives you opportunity to be able to copy more trade, more than you should have done if you have lesser SVIP. I tell you, all hands on deck. You can do copy trading, you can do co-brain, you can do so many things at the same time. Why? All we need to do is to make money. That's just what we do here. Literally everything that can give people money, we have tried it within this robot. And that is exactly why we are progressing. That is it. Then all you needed to do is you can get the SVIP 6, which gives you higher capacity to accommodate more coins that you can launch. And you also need to have capital as well. Then you can also do what we call, you can also use the SVIP 5, and you do amazingly things. Then you can now take advantage of the CVIP. That is the End Traders group. See, let me tell us. It's just like the reason why our coach, sometimes, when I told you people to appreciate our coach was Gideon, some of us might not understand it. You might not understand it. You see, this guy, I have not seen someone like this. When he looked at the potential of what was the angle we are coming from right now, he said to me, there are people that I see within our community that have less than $100 and they want to trade. And some of them, struggle to even buy gas. Now, I want to give everybody opportunity so that they can make money to amplify their capital and do what the big boys are doing. I said to him, I was just quiet for some time. Why? Because, you see, where information are being sourced, much more are being paid to get access to that particular information. But he said, I will lay this information free of charge for everybody. I was like, who are you, guy? Who are you? I tell you, trading is a potential business that has given us all opportunity to be potential billionaires. You know why? As far as you are in this particular community and you are willing to be awake, not to be sleeping by sentiment, I can assure you one day you will wake up, you will not recognize your bank account. It is just that way. Quote me anywhere. Can you imagine that everything I have today was as a result of this business? How many years have I built this business? Just within 1 year, a lot have been achieved. Do you know you can qualify for the End Traders group with how much? With 1,400 instead of 1,700. How do you do that? It is not by giving it to us. You don't give it to any of us. You don't give it to anybody. Buy you gas under CVIP that worth 1,400 instead of 1,700, and you'll be added to the entries group, and you are good to go. I said, instead of me not to be in all the groups, I will just go there and sleep. Even if I don't participate in that, I will just go there and sleep. One day I will wake up on opportunities that can change my life. It is just that way. And the only thing you are owing me is to take the information that I'm giving to you very serious. That you have to be awake in this particular business. You cannot tell me that, oh, I have not made the kind of money I'm looking for, and for that reason, in fact, I'm getting tired. You can't do that here. That is why we are not tired either. We keep coming to you with trainings. We keep helping you understand that there are different ways this business can make things happen for you. If it has not happened for you, it will just only a matter of time. Take advantage. And I tell you, testimonies will be your own. That is just how it is. Once you have gotten your UGAs, all you needed to do is to reach out to any of our admins to add you up to the groups that you're supposed to belong. And I can assure you, all you needed to do is, no matter how broke you are, make sure you always have like $10 to $50 to $100. At least you have $10, you can participate in a project like this. We are digging deep into information, all just to help as many as possible to be able to raise capital, to do what matters to them. It is just that way. And I tell you, you can be the next on the line for massive testimonies. So at this point, we have fast spent our time, and I believe you got value tonight. You see, while I was away for some reasons, I have not been with us for some time, but now we are back and fully back. And I can assure you more is coming your way. All you need to do is to take advantage. You can't get this kind of trainings anywhere. You can't get it anywhere without paying for it. But here we come with you with passion. And all I can urge you is to take advantage. And all I needed to hear from you is testimonies about how this thing has turned your life around. Because the same happened to me. So at this point, I'll bring in this meeting to a close. And of course, I will invite my coach, if he's still with us, to actually round up this particular training for us. Thank you so much. Pardon me for even spending your time, but I believe, you got value from this training tonight. And I'm so glad that we're all here to enjoy this particular training. All right. So our boss, are you still there? Boss, are you still there? All right. So while we are waiting for our boss to maybe if we can have a word from him, stay where you are. Don't leave the meeting until the meeting is closed. You don't know what is coming next, right? We are waiting to hear the voice of our coach. If he's to know what the next direction he will give to us. Oh God. I was super excited today because of the potential of what we were doing. And of course, we still have massive chance for it. And I want to show you, everybody get ready to participate in that, because it's going to yield much more fruit. All right. Thank you so much. Somebody said thank you so much. Information is power. Thank you. Of course, I know that.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach Shibike. I believe you guys got value. Okay, let me see those who actually got value. Just keep on spinning the love emoji. Let me see that love emoji, everyone. Spin the love emoji. If you got value from this powerful training, okay, amazing. I can see a lot of love emojis on the screen. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Over 400 people that I see here. I want to say thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. All right, right now, I just want to say something quickly, and I want you to pay attention. Thank you. Keep on spinning the love emoji, okay? Keep on spinning that love emoji. Amazing. Now, what I want to say to us is this: uh, I want you to note that what we are here to do is to make money. We are here in this community. Our purpose here is to help you make money, to teach you everything in the crypto space. Our niche is cryptocurrency. Our niche is not just you trading. You trading is what brought us together. I agree. You trading has changed a lot of life. You can see how amazing, how powerful you trading is doing, and is helping a lot of persons. And we can't even. it- Nobody leaves what works. You trading is working and is helping us do a lot of figures. But above using or beside using you trading, there are so many opportunities in the crypto space. There are so many. And people are making money in the DeFi world, so much amount of money, and they're not using too much capital to make this money. Some of you guys here are struggling to make $100, are struggling to raise $100 to trade. Some persons are struggling to raise $1,000 to trade. Now, some persons don't have money. Here we are giving you other opportunities that can make you thousands of dollars. Let me tell you something quickly. Assuming tonight's pre-sale was successful, I can tell you somebody when TBK was saying some person would have made $5,000 with $100. I was like, he is not like he is on telling you like on the lowest level ever it could happen. Some persons would have been able to be going home with 10,000, 20,000, $100,000 depending on what I mean. People with $100, $200 capital on this pre-sale. I can tell you, I have been a major participant of some pre-sale, and I can tell you that the pre-sale I participated that gave me a lot of money is not as big. Now, I told you guys, go and check the Twitter space. I gave you the platform. Check Twitter. Check what is happening. Check what people are talking about. Wet. It's everywhere. Wet on Jupiter platform is everywhere. People are talking about it. Now, glory be to God. A lot of us, the guy that told us about this work that I brought in to speak to us, I brought him to my place to speak to us. I can tell you that this guy works directly. You heard him say this. He worked with Jupiter directly. He worked with Jupiter directly. He messaged Jupiter, and Jupiter was able to figure out that some people, some whales, use bot to fill up the $2 million capital because that particular pre-sale, the public sale was meant for $2 million. That means once they have gotten $2 million, they will on the public sale. So some whales filled up the $2 million with bots. And because of that, they are refunding these whales and they are canceling that this concluded pre-sale, and it's going to be open again. Please, if you are in any of our group chat and you see Zoom link, join. The next one might even be doing it live. You see updates, go to the group, read. Especially those of you that are in the mentorship group, you will never get this in the public group. If you have not purchased your yogas, just know that you can't get it. Both the class, you can't get anything. This is for only those that have gotten their yogas and they are in one of our mentorship classes. I forwarded this to all the mentorship groups because I want everybody to participate and benefit from it. And the amazing thing is this: a lot is coming. You see, this is December. Mark my word. Like the money we are going to be making in this December is the money some persons have struggled to make in 6 months in 1 year. Before this, because I have written down a lot that we are doing this December, and we are just taking it one after the other. So get ready. Trading is giving us the leverage to do all those things, and we are going to be making a lot of money this December. So I want all of us to get ready and be active in the group. I'm not asking you to pay any money for anything. Just be active. Everything you are literally going to be dishing out this period is something that can make you money literally for free. With your little money, with your $10, $100, you can make a lot of money. And priority will be paying to those in the end traders group. End traders group, I want you to know that you guys are like, I'm paying a lot of priority and doing a lot of things to make sure that promise is being kept, as we said earlier, by 31st of this December. So priority is going to be paid to end traders group, and when I mean it, I'm paying priority. And we are still open. If you want to join the end traders group, you just need your CVIP3. Some of you have it already, but you have not requested. You have your CVIP3, please request an admin to add it to the end traders group. And some of you guys are already trading with with the core brain can see the figures you're doing, especially if you're using at least TVIP4 to set the core brain. Please, if you're using TVIP4, you don't need to copy our trades. Trade core brain directly and see what is going to happen. The same thing we are doing. You can do it. And special class is going to be made for that soon. So at this particular point, I want to say, see you guys tomorrow, tonight. You can see since this week, every single day we're having Zoom. Tomorrow again, we're going to be live again on Zoom, and don't miss it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Spin the love emoji, only love emoji right now. Let me see those who actually appreciate. Just love emoji, no high five, just love emoji. Oh, amazing, oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. All right, all right. I can see a lot of persons who are actually doing this. Thank you, guys. I appreciate. I sincerely appreciate. All right.